Well, I find this campaign actually quite unedifying. It's unedifying in my view because actually we're sort of having a lecture almost by huge amounts of establishment figures. And what we're fearing, indeed, what we're seeing is fear every single day. You've heard it from the first speaker about environmental disaster. You heard it from the second speaker there about apparently no one had language skills before the European Union. Now, the Soviet Union doesn't exist. We live in a new world, a prosperous world, and this is where I am, despite all the fear-mongering, quite optimistic. In fact, I'm a Eurosceptic and I'm an optimist. Because despite the fact that tomorrow I may be told that Brexit will allow my teeth to fall out, or my legs to fall off, or indeed, given that there's Euro 2016 next month, that France will win it if we leave the European Union, I'm a positive optimist about this country and what we can do together with Europe as a trading partner with Europe, but not part of the European Union, the political union of the EU. And this is a key distinction. Britain Stronger in Europe is talking about Europe, not the European Union. What is the European Union? It is a layer of bureaucracy, a layer of government that makes regulations that we give tens of billions of pounds to, and that actually, in my view, we don't need it for many things that actually we could be doing here, in this country, elected by people who are elected by us. But I want to also mention the future. Indeed, we never hear about David Cameron's deal from the inside. The in-crowd don't want to talk about it. It's almost like there's nothing there. Indeed, the point is the Eurozone is going to dominate the European Union in the next 10 to 15 to 20 years. You have something called the 5 Presidents Report. Hey, the EU has 5 presidents. You've got to think that there is something there, something wrong when a set of institutions need to be set up like that. But nonetheless, the 5 Presidents Report says very clearly that they want fiscal, financial and political union of the Eurozone. The deal that David Cameron has struck says that there's a single market, the rule book, the level playing field. If we remain, we will be subject to the regulations coming forward from the European Union dominated by those Eurozone member states. If we leave, we will be able to embrace our own relationship with the European Union and indeed with the wider world. I want to finish on this point. The most successful, the most prosperous, the most democratic and the most free nations are non-EU nations who are free to choose their own relationships, make their own regulations and chart their own course with people around the world. The point is, the United Kingdom is the 5th largest economy in the world. We are on 100 other global bodies other than the European Union. We have the world business language, we have connections with the Commonwealth, indeed we have a legal system that is incongruous in comparison to the European Union's. It was called by Margaret Thatcher an alien creed. As a result, we are in a club that doesn't work, is pulling us down, and yet the most successful, prosperous, free and democratic nations are outside the European Union. We should join them. Vote Leave, June the 23rd. Thank you.